Happy holidays, friends. Logan Myers here for Cinephellas.com. Tonight I'm going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies, a movie that my wife and I throw in throughout the year. Throw it in before bed. It's calming. It knocks us out. And I'm talking about the movie from 1994 starring Tim the Toolman Taylor in The Santa Claus. So this film came out in 1994. I remember seeing this in the theater with my dad when it came out during the holiday season. A really great film, pulls at your heartstrings. It definitely has the tone of Christmas and Santa Claus and family. And in the North Pole, a lot of great elements to this film. And it's one of those movies that, you know, really still holds up. We have Scott Calvin, which is played by Tim Allen. He's like a salesman. He has his son every other weekend. Charlie is his young son. He comes over. They're sleeping. They hear something on the roof. And they go outside to look at it, and they see Santa Claus up there, and they basically inadvertently kill Santa Claus. He falls off the roof and dead, and Scott Calvin takes his suit and puts it on, and he becomes Santa Claus. So early on in the film, we see Tim Allen, or Scott Calvin. He's kind of a douchebag. You know, he's really full of himself, much like Tim Allen on Home Improvement. Tim Allen was a big deal back in the 90s. He was leading the show Home Improvement, which is still my favorite sitcom of all time. He was a big deal back in the day, and Home Improvement was very successful. It was one of the most popular TV shows on TV back in the day, but they were kind of wondering, can a guy in TV really lead a film? And I really think he could. You know, in 1994, I think he did a great job in this role as Scott Calvin, Santa Claus, and really seeing the transformation of this guy into Santa Claus, the character, the person that we all know and love. And throughout the transformation of the film, after he puts on the suit, they go to the North Pole. They get to meet Bernard, which is like the head elf. And we meet a young elf named Judy, and they're trying to get Santa Claus ready for, you know, Christmas Eve, dropping off presents, getting him ready for this role as Santa Claus, taking over this role. This is going to be his life. Come Christmas time, he's going to have to travel around the world and drop off presents. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the North Pole. I mean, the set design of the North Pole is really well done. It's very whimsical. It's very vibrant. It really depicts the North Pole as we know it from novels and other movies. And just seeing the young elves, it's really cool in this movie too. We don't have little people playing elves, we actually have kids. So it definitely captures that atmosphere and that joy of the Christmas time. Santa Claus has a new outfit that's fire resistant, so if he goes down a chimney, he doesn't start on fire. And his wife is with this guy named Neil. Neil wears all these really 90s like Bill Cosby sweaters. If you watch this movie, you'll see a lot of the pop culture and fashion back in the early to mid 90s. It was pretty awful and cringeworthy at times, but Judge Reinhold plays Neil in this film. Love this actor. He was in Beverly Hills Cop, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. A lot of great flicks back in the day. But in this role, he's definitely an asshole, and, you know, Santa Claus is not real, and trying to tell young Charlie that, you know, you can't believe in this stuff. It's all make-believe. But Charlie's like, well, no, I do believe it because my dad's Santa Claus now. So the whole second and third act of the film is Charlie, you know, telling people that his dad is Santa Claus and he's real, and people are like, no, he's not, he's crazy. And they're all like questioning Scott Calvin's mental health, if something's mentally wrong with him. But the physical appearance of him, he's gained so much weight and transformed into Santa Claus. So there's a lot of different elements at play in this film of people not believing, thinking Scott's mental, and other people like his son Charlie knowing that he is the real deal. He is the new Santa Claus. In terms of like the practical effects in this movie, I like the transformation scene where like Tim Allen turns into Santa Claus, like the white beard and the hair and stuff like that. And the bodysuit he wears, he like gains like 300 pounds in this movie. But the CGI where he's like flying on top of the houses with the reindeer, you can tell it's definitely dated. Definitely you can tell it's a green screen. And the CGI effects are just not as good. But you know, some of the practical they do in this film are pretty interesting and they hold up. And honestly, this is the best chapter in the trilogy. There's two other Santa Claus movies. I didn't care for them, especially the third one was god-awful. But you know, like most series franchises, usually the first film is the best. And And that is the case with the Santa Claus from 1994. Absolutely fantastic, a movie I watch every year. Still one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. I'm going to give the Santa Claus from 1994 a 4.5 out of 5 Santa Claus Chris Kringle Papagito hair pieces. So I want to hear from you guys. Have you guys seen the Santa Claus from 1994? Did you guys grow up with this film like I did? What is your favorite part about it? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe. This is Logan Meyer signing out from the North Pole with my old friend up here, Scott Calvin. Until next time, cheers!